on Cardinals today, we've got so much news to get into from training camp. It all starts with Jacoby Brissett's brand new deal. How does that look? How does that match up to other quarterbacks? Then, is Marvin Harrison Jr. hurt already? A scare for Cardinals fans that are already probably ready to give up on the 4th overall pick. Jeremiyah Love, how did he look? And the running back room. And then Michael Wilson was absolutely cooking. All this coming up on Cardinals Today, presented by Prize Picks. I'm your host, Joey O'Donoghue, and as I said, we will start with Jacoby Brissett's brand new deal. So, Brissett is getting a raise for 2026, one-year deal worth $15.5 million with a chance to get up to $21 million, some added incentives, and a lot of this guaranteed money for Jacoby Brissett. As far as where it ranks, okay, some people were probably in the camp of, why are we giving Brissett any money? I get it. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But when you compare it to the rest of the league, it's not top-of-the-line money at all. He's making less than Justin Fields, for crying out loud, less than Malik Willis, who Cardinals could have also just straight-up signed anyways. It seemed like Malik didn't want to come here. Rodgers also makes more than Brissett. And then there's the guys on the rookie contracts like Fernando Mendoza, Cam Ward's still on that rookie deal, right? Brissett is ahead of those young QBs, Bryce Young, Drake May included in that as well. In terms of guaranteed money, though, he's actually now getting the 9th most guaranteed money of all starting quarterbacks in the league. However, when you just look at take-home pay, he drops all the way to 29th. And if you factor in Kyler Murray and Geno Smith making money from other teams, he would fall to 31st. But the deal overall, listen, it's not crazy money. It does show that the Cardinals really wanted Brissett to be their starter. They really believe he can be quarterback one and maybe even win some games. I mean, that's why you do this. If you didn't think that, then why the heck would we need to pay Jacoby? Let's just see Carson Beck then, if you don't think it's that big of a difference. But they're acting as if they do. And, he's a good scheme fit for LaFleur as a tough pocket passer. And I am glad that the drama is finally done and finally put behind us. We can move on now. Brissett's the starter. Great. He's getting money. All right, whatever. Is it the right move? I do still think that the Cardinals could have just ran with Carson Beck for the year. And, the Cardinals are perhaps coming from a mindset of, we can be a good team. A lot of us who analyze the team know the team. I don't know that I have high hopes in Brissett winning football games for this team. After what I saw last year, he won one game. Kyler won more games than Brissett last year, okay? But that's neither here nor there. So I do think they could have just rolled out Beck. But the other thing that teams like to do is, and this is something Tom Brady's a proponent of, this is what's happening with Fernando Mendoza in Las Vegas, right? They don't like to start the rookie quarterback right away. The rookie quarterback should learn a little bit. And so the Cardinals' plan is they want Brissett to be the starter. He's the veteran. He's somewhat serviceable. He would be one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league. Shouldn't necessarily be a starter for 17 games. We'll see how that turns out. And then Beck could come in later. Okay, I still think we should see Beck this season. We better if the Cardinals are out of it. So all that factored in, let me know in the comment section. Were you happy about Brissett's new deal? Type Y for yes if you think this was good. He's got his money. Also, the players really like him. Like Trey McBride, a lot of the players were coming out saying, let's go. Like, we want Jacoby. And so there is that too. Type Y for yes for. Or maybe you're in the camp of like, no, I'm not. We should have just moved on and ran with Beck. Like, let me know by typing N for no if that's the case in the comments section. I will say he didn't help his case there because Jacoby was then asked if he knows the offense yet, and he says, oh, hell no. Okay, Brissett, I mean, this is where you lose me. What were you doing during that time? Not showing up, not learning the offense. Now he's got a lot of work to do, and he's being guaranteed the money. So this is where we get upset. But we shall see how this turns out for Jacoby Brissett. Plenty more updates outside of Jacoby. Don't worry, that's coming up. But I do want to give a special shout-out to the people that made today's show possible, and that is Prize Picks. It is time to cash in with Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the best place to win cash while watching sports. The app is really easy to use. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. For example, producer Ethan has cooked up a lineup for the upcoming season. He is thinking that Marvin Harrison Jr. will have more than 5 receiving touchdowns, a believer in the bounce back from MHJ. Also, more on Cam Ward passing touchdowns. I do think Cam Ward is primed to have a big year pretty soon. Underwhelming rookie season, but this guy was the number 1 overall pick. So this is a 2-pick power play, and producer Ethan is, well, not a big spender. He's made a $1 lineup here with a payout of $3 for the upcoming season. You could spend more than that if you want to have some bigger payouts, but you got to download the PrizePicks app to be able to do that. And new user offer is a brand new offer. Play your first $5 and get $150 in lineups. If you win, just use code HMA when you sign up. And that is right, PrizePicks just switched up their offer, so there's no better time to join, lock in, and win that first lineup. It's code HMA at sign up to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 lineup. Marvin Harrison Jr. was in clear discomfort in a couple points during training camp. You could see right here, he headed to the sideline, then he took a seat, was pointing at his left ankle. Definitely cause for concern that Marv, who was injured last year, is already appearing in discomfort early in training camp. And the report from Josh Weinfuss of ESPN says Marvin Harrison Jr. went to the sideline again after a play and has been grimacing as he bends backward. Hard to tell what exactly is bothering him, but he's been stretching, taking something for it. He's also spent some time in Cobra pose, and the trainer just checked on him, but that conversation didn't last long. You really hope this isn't serious at all. I think if it was, we'd have a report by now, but I would play it cautious with Marvin Harrison Jr. No need to rush him back out there. He did catch a touchdown in training camp as well from Gardner Minshew, funny enough, but that was definitely a scary sight to see. Hopefully Marv is okay and good to go. Now let's talk about Jeremiyah Love. How has he been looking so far in training camp for the Arizona Cardinals? Well, I'll tell you what. He looks exactly like we thought he would look like. He looks exactly like the report said he would, okay? He's doing every drill. He's elusive, quick feet. You blink and you'll miss him. He looks explosive. He's catching passes from Beck and all the quarterbacks over there. He's clearly a receiving threat. Like, he's a 3-down back who looks as elusive as ever. And every time I watch him out there, I'm like fired up. He's an Arizona Cardinal. However, Cardinals offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett is downplaying it. He says this on the running back room. It's a great room. I'm really excited about it. Excited for James Conner to get out there and show what he's got. All the guys. Jeremiyah Love, he's definitely a rookie. He'll keep growing every single day. All those guys. It's not just him. All right, Hackett, you already have a bad reputation. He was awful as a head coach, and I let it slide when the Cardinals hired him as an OC. It's honestly a terrible hire. The reason I let it slide is because LaFleur is going to call the plays. Hackett's just a guy who's there for the experience. But listen, he's got a very old school style of approach that I don't think resonates with players well. He is downplaying the Jeremiyah Love thing. Jeremiyah Love, clearly the running back one. He's clearly going to be the best player in that room, and you don't have to knock him when all we are seeing is clips of him looking fantastic, and then you have the OC saying, yeah, he's a rookie. He's not great. He'll get there. All right. The young players today, they don't like that. It is an old school approach, and I get where he's coming from. You're a rookie. You got to earn your stripes. Sure, that's true of any occupation. Okay, but this one's obvious. There's a 3rd overall pick. This isn't a quarterback situation where you wait and learn. Get him out there. He's already making top-of-the-line running back money, and he's a stud. This is no secret. And this is why a lot of young players don't like coaches that act like this. So I caution Nate Hackett in those type of comments. It sounds like he doesn't really have a great understanding of what's going down. Some good news, though, in Arizona. Cardinals left tackle Paris Johnson Jr. has been activated off of the PUP list. The team announced that. Oh, we needed this news in Arizona. That is great. A lot of scouts really high on Paris Johnson Jr. going forward as a future franchise left tackle in this league. And the Cardinals needed this. He's activated. Feels like he's on track to be fully healthy for next season. Final thing I said we talk about is Michael Wilson looking like what we were told Marvin Harrison Jr. would be, perhaps. I don't know if we go that far, but he is looking like an absolute baller. I'm super high on Michael Wilson. He laid out, made this diving touchdown grab down the sideline, just coming off a 1,000-yard season. Like, he looks fantastic. He also looks like he's just in the zone, like he's grooving. He caught another touchdown, and then he flipped the ball to defensive coordinator Nick Rallis like, come on, you guys scheme it up better than that for me. Okay, he's locked in now. He's got the groove, the swagger, the production, all of it's there for Michael Wilson. We needed that in the wide receiver room. I think we've got some good omens going into next season. So I feel good about him. Let me know in the comment section overall with the multiple wide receiver updates we had today, your confidence level in the Cardinals wide receiver room. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in that group to produce for Arizona? Let me know by typing a number in that comment section. And that'll do it for today's show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into Cardinals today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already for free Cardinals updates, news, content, and rumors. I'll have you guys covered here on the show. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.